So we can zoom through here. We're going to start down here just because the crisis clock is about to let these guys go and we need to save these dossiers. Okay, mouse, gotta go bye-bye. If only you were wireless. Be easier to store you somewhere. So we drew into one card, or landed on one card. We ran into our bow staff upgrade. Let's remember I can pick that up. When you end the movement phase adjacent to a dossier, which we are, pick it up. It is now recovered and cannot be destroyed, so that just goes away. But now we got two of these bruisers just smacking us for 8 damage if they end up being able to roll. Scary! So this could hurt. All right. We skip our income. We go into our main phase. Let's go ahead in Vegas. Yeah, baby. 1, 2, 3. We might as well use our promo. On a 6, we can accelerate twice and gain 2 dissolution. On a 5, we draw a card. We drew in the transference. Because they do defendable damage, I'm going to spend transference to take a shield. We'll start with this guy. Okay. What's going on, Gary? We're not going to upgrade our bow staff quite yet. This is a very neat ability as it does potentially a lot of damage, but I just don't have anything accelerated, so I'm not going to worry about it. I forgot to roll high stakes. Rolling all 5. Ooh, that's pretty good. No 1s. Alright, so we get the accelerated club and a heart. Or a red or a black. Now I might want to upgrade my bow staff. Let's go 1, 2, 3. So the 6, 6, and the 5. And then let's start putting it up here. Yeah, now would be an okay time to upgrade that. Okay, that's for 2. Because if we roll bow staff mastery, we're going to accelerate it the one last time we need. It's going to be 5 plus the amount that we roll there, and we can pop this because we're using a 6. So there's a lot of damage there. And that's potentially lethal one smacking the guy that we just took the shield off of. Okay, let's roll. I have 1 momentum. I could recruit Professor X, but I need momentum to even use him. Yeah, we're not going to recruit quite yet. So let's roll. Uh, 1, 2, 4, 5, 5. Do we keep the 2, 4, 5? That's scary. Let's try it. Okay. We got Bojutsu. It's not going to accelerate. Actually, it will. It's just going to accelerate the wrong card I'd want to use. Wish I had a 6 in there. I'm tempted to just roll these and see what happens. The every time I do that, I fail. We're going to learn. We're going to lock in. Actually, what we could do is, if I roll this, does it do anything else? No. Yeah, we're just going to lock in Bojutsu. I'm not going to make the mistake. Ready to attack. All right. Gain Dissolution. It's going to be 2 undefendable. We're not going to explode anything, unfortunately. Actually, we probably could to add 3. Do we want to do that? It's such a waste of an ace card. It's 5. It would be 5 undefendable. I think that's what we do. Till we start accelerating again. Question is, do I want that to be my target, or do I want to start hitting someone else? These guys are melee. I got the dossier, so right now if I just survive, I could bail out of here and not worry about it and start like maybe smacking these guys up in the corner. I think that's what I want to do. Okay, so we are going to in the momentum, make it ranged to hit I want to get through the shields. They're not going to activate for a while. The red knot's going to activate soon. I don't want to waste undefendable on a shield. So let's do, or I don't want to waste undefendable on someone that does not have a shield. So let's go ahead and just hit this guy for just the 2, bringing this to an 8. And I can explode additional card. I'm not going to explode anything. I know it seems crazy, but I'm not going to explode. Second main phase. I will pass my turn, going on to the enemy. There's no upkeep. So we roll. Here we go. All right, let's go down the line. We got a 1, we got a 3, we got a 5, and we got a 6. Bruisers are looking for 3 strikes. They didn't get it. White men are looking for 2 strikes and a vortex. They did get it. Right now they're going to be doing multi-strike range, inflict bleed, and deal 4 defendable. Yeah, let's deal with that. So it's per henchman. Let's deal with that. So we'll start from this one here. Inflict a bleed. And then deal 4 defendable. So let's defend 4. Okay, we're going to do 3 back. Taking this to 7. And then he's hitting for 4. I'll spend my shield because I believe I have to. And I'll take 1. Okay. Then this one's going to go. Again, inflict a bleed. Oh wait, I can't defend. I don't have momentum to defend his range. I cheated. I can still use the shield though. That's fine. But I cannot hit him back for 3. Same with this one. He'll inflict the bleed still. And then I take the full 4 from that one because I can't do anything about it. Down to 43. And then Dreadnought's going to go. Multi-strike range, just 6 damage. If it is defendable, I don't have any momentum to defend his range, so we will take 6. Doesn't feel good, guys. And the sniper's going to go, or the security turrets. There's one here and one up here. Big guys. Multi-strike range. If the target opponent is not adjacent to a henchman, which we are, we'd inflict another bleed and deal 4 undefendable damage. But we are standing next to 2, so we are okay. That hurt. Took 11 damage. Ouchies. All right. Player movement passes. We go to movement phase. Oh no, we didn't do crisis clock. Bam. Bruisers. If no heroes adjacent to you, destroy an enemy. Destroy an adjacent dossier. Otherwise, inflict knockdown. Gross. On all heroes within melee. Luckily, we have a thing. Get rid of that. All right, so the dossier is fine. Okay, now we go into movement phase. So the next guy that's going to go is going to be the Dreadnought. So why don't we grab... Let's remove a status effect. We're going to remove the knockdown because that's really spendy right now. Actually, remove a bleed so I don't have to roll the damage. I'll use my dissolution to remove the knockdown instead of paying for it. Okay. Movement phase. We do upkeep, so I've got to roll for my bleed. 2, I take a damage. No upkeeps out here. End of the movement phase, I do grab the dossier. That goes away. Income phase. CP card. We're going to draw in to get that out of here. That'll be good for the bleed. During main phase, this token will remove the knockdown. That's gone. We forgot to do... let's just do 2 for high stakes. 5. We'll charge that. Alright, we go into main phase. Nothing I really need to do now. I'm not worried about the bleed. So let's just go ahead and go into our ORP and start rolling. Okay, we do have Poker Face. Do we want Poker Face? It's going to accelerate. It gets the cards going. Gain Dissolution, 1 CP, draw 1, inflict Disruption. Disruption would give us a momentum. We keep 2, 4, 5. We could potentially go for a straight. Try a second roll. Okay. We got a large, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I played Gambit the other day. Never rolled anything on my high stakes. That's like me and my Iceman. Played an entire game and didn't gain a single shard. It's this whole mechanic. But yeah, it's a bummer. Like that like really ruins it, right? All right, we got a large. We're gonna lock it in second roll. Ready to attack. So before we do that, we're gonna pick on accelerating. We are going to accelerate our club because of that. And then we go into our large, which we're gonna accelerate 2 more times. Do that. and then it's going to be 9 damage. We want to take out the Dreadnought because he's range and he does a lot of damage. Can I do 10 damage? 20 damage, sorry, 20 damage. Not really. I could do 9. 10. Only do 10. Or we could deal with him and take out the guys that give us bleed. I could overkill him. I do have a plot token for a damage modifier. That's tempting. We have 9 damage. We got to figure out who we're going to hit. I don't have any momentum, so I can't do any ranged. I wonder if we should just we should pop this guy off. So right now I'm doing 9. We'll pop the ace here. So 9. Add 1 damage, so 10. And then if you activate an offensive ability that utilizes a spade or a club, roll a die. On a 2, it adds 1 more damage. So 9, 10, it's going to do 11. That's a bummer. I wonder if I should re-roll that, but I don't think it's worth. I'll have to spend that token. Oh, it's brutal. Or I could save it. Maybe we save it and just do 11 to the Dreadnought. Now, let's take this guy out. What's this guy do here? He's going to go on his next turn. We don't need to stand next to him anymore because he's not going to... If no heroes adjacent to you, destroy an adjacent dossier, otherwise inflict burn on all heroes within. We could dodge that. So let's go ahead and hit this guy for 11, bringing him down to 1. Okay. Second main phase, we're going to spend 1 on get that out of here on the bleed. And then that is our turn. It is on the enemy's turn. So let's roll the enemy die and see what they get. Yeah! Lots of, ooh. Okay, okay. Looks good, but it's not good for them. Bruisers aren't going to attack because they only have 1 strike. And Pointmen are going to not going to attack because they needed 1 more strike and a vortex. Dreadnought's not going to attack because they need a vortex in general. So then the only thing that's going to happen is the security turrets are going to attack. But guess what? They don't do anything because we're adjacent to a henchman. So they will not trigger. So that's a failed roll on them. Okay. Crisis clock. Does nothing. We go into movement phase. Okay, so the next crisis clock is the Dreadnought. So we don't necessarily need to stand next to him. If no heroes adjacent to you, destroy the dossier. Otherwise, click burn within melee. So we just need to step away from him a little bit. So the next ones, the trigger, are the Pointmen, which they are ranged. So let's go ahead, and because we don't really generate momentum as fast as we would like, let's go up here. If I had a momentum, I would pick up some of these tokens, but I don't see that happening within my turn. So we'll land here. It's safe. These guys are ranged anyway, so they're going to hit us. So we either got to try to make them fail, or turn this. This music is super loud, and it's like making my brain hurt. Okay. Where were we? Now my computer's pulling up the weather. Get out of here. Movement phase. Or do I pick up the dossier just to pick it up? That's probably better. If we do this, then we can pick this up. And then we can bounce over and pick up the other ones. The problem here, though, that's okay. They're not going to activate for 1, 2, 3 turns. So let's end here, pick this up, and then we'll start our game. Or start our turn. Okay, let's go into upkeep. I have no bleeds, so don't need to worry about that. Nothing on the board to worry about. So we'll go into income phase. Jutsu upgrade for 2 CP. Let's just get it out there. I do have one more time and try again in my hand, but more abilities means less fail. We do need to roll high stakes. We're going to roll 2. A 1 and a 3, so it doesn't do anything. Let's roll our offensive. Lots of staffs, 3 of a kind. It says 7 damage on inflicts disruption, so it would give us a momentum. We don't necessarily like that. Do we? We don't. I'm going to keep nothing. I'm going to just toss it all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take this last roll. We got our small. We'll deal with it. We will deal with it. All right, we're going to accelerate a heart. And yeah, that'll be maxed. And then that's because of that. Our small is going to let us accelerate once. And then we're going to deal 7 damage, defendable. Let's go ahead and pop our heart. Make it 9. And then we're going to heal half the value. For 1. So 9 damage, defendable. We're going to just hit this guy. 3 goes into the shield. He's going to take 6. Brings this 8 down to a 2. He's got 4 health left. Second main phase, we will pass on to the enemy. Let's roll our die. We got a 1, a 1, a 5, and a 4. All right, let's go down the list. Bruisers needed 3 strikes. They don't attack. Fightmen will strike because they needed this. So let's do this here. So multi-strike range. Let's start with this guy up here. He's going to inflict a bleed. We're going to take that. Or do I force them to reroll? If I force them to reroll a 1 and they get a vortex, no, because that'll make the dreadnought. If I roll a 6, that's gonna. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Like to bleed, and then it's gonna be 4 defendable. He is melee, so I will get to roll my defense this time. We're going to do 3 back, bringing them down to 1. It's too bad. It's always going to hit me. Sorry. 2 and 2. We got to go in order left to right. So technically that would hit this guy for 3. Yep. We just flip-flop the damage. We take the bleed. Then this guy's going to go. We can't flip-flop the damage. What am I doing? I don't have momentum to make my defense range. We just take the 4. Okay, this guy's going to go. Inflict a bleed. Spending 4. We rolled 2 damage back. The 5 does nothing. He takes 2. We take 4. Down to 29. That's the end of that. Dreadnoughts are not going to go. Security turrets are not going to go. Crisis clock triggers the dreadnoughts. If no heroes are adjacent to you, destroy a dossier. There isn't any to destroy, so he's going to inflict burn on all heroes within melee. We are not within. Okay. Done. Let's do movement. The points are up next. We have no momentum. So what we could do we could just stay here. We could move one. If we move one, we would stay there another turn. We do that. And then that way we're in range of both. We could kill both. We can kill one. We're going to lose CP in our next one. We're going to trigger the appointment next. So I would have to be in this area at some point. I have to kill him. Okay, we'll go right there. We roll for bleeds. One comes off, we take a damage. Gain a CP, draw a card. Game's getting beat up, yeah. Story of my life. Roll high stakes. Roll 2. Doesn't happen because we rolled a 1. Let's roll. Blah. Yep. Bojutsu. It's enough to kill him. That's all I'm going to get out of it. I can remove the bleed. If we stick with that, that might be okay. If we're going to just hit him. Undefendable. I would like to pick up the other guy. You still get it on the 2 dice. It's only the 5. Oh, okay. I don't remember what it was. Was it I think it was a 5? 4? You're right. So on a 5, if you roll a 1, you gain nothing. If you roll 2, you get whatever you roll. Just the staff doesn't do anything. I don't remember what I rolled. I'm pretty sure it was a black die, and I can't accelerate it anyways. I'm not going to worry about it. If I lock in Bojutsu 2, it kills off the appointment, which would give me 2 momentum. I'm not going to explode an ace card. I won't be able to anyways. But it gets rid of the bleed. So there is some value there. Okay, because they can't dice, I want to be able to keep that. Let's just see what this does. Second roll. And third roll. Okay. Bojutsu. Gain dissolution. Deal 3 undefendable damage. We're not gonna deal with that. I think we just take this guy out to gain some resources. So we're overkill with some undefendable, which is fine. Let's grab 2 momentum. And then that's it there. We go into our main phase. We'll use the dissolution to take bleed off. I think that's got more value. Yeah, we'll just take the bleed off. I potentially could do more damage than we would want to heal with dissolution. Okay, it's their go. I was trying to spend my CP before I lost it, but I'm going to lose it anyways. Let's go to the map. We're going to roll some die here. Let's roll for the enemy. Okay, we got a 1. We got a 1. We got a 3. And we got a 6. Cruisers are going to attack. They won't do anything because they need to be melee. Fightmen will not attack because they need a vortex. Dreadnought needs a vortex. Security turrets will strike, but because we're standing next to a henchman, it does nothing. So, again, nothing on their end. Let's move the crisis clock. We lose a CP. Movement phase. Where do we want to move here? Next up are the appointments, so we could stay here. Could stay here. We could gain the 2 CP. We're not going to stay. We're going to end our movement phase here, grabbing the dossier. And then we'll take our turn. No upkeep because I don't have a bleed on me. CP card. Drew in the Soul Wild. So we got every dice mod we possibly would ever want. -6 it and tip it. Ugh. Let's roll high stakes. 2 hearts. That's plenty enough we need to max that out. Or 2 diamonds. Sorry. I'm doing that out of order every time. Let's roll. Do we want to hire anybody? Leech, Vision, and Professor X. Professor X is really nice, but he's super expensive and we're not generating enough. Leech could be on our board. I just wouldn't be able to activate him. I'm going to take him. I don't know, man. Range is going to be good here. And I won't get hit by the bruisers. We'll wait. We will wait. All right, let's go into roll phase before we do that. Okay, let's roll. Let's explode some aces. Take this guy out. Let's keep the 6. Do we go for Bowstaff Mastery? I mean, now would be a time to do that. Let's keep the 6, keep the 3s. Got another 6. We're not going to keep that. This could be bad. Oofta. All right, so we have sleight of hand. Choose 1, accelerate 2 times, which we wouldn't do, or regain an ace card, inflict disruption, deal 7. That would be 12 with our ace card. Or if we do Bowstaff, we lose out on the acceleration. Deal 5, roll 5, add 1 per staff, and then I think we just do that. We'll do Bowstaff Master. Ready to attack. We accelerate. Unfortunately, we don't with either the dice or the Bowstaff Mastery, or the ability itself. Deal 5, roll 5. Come on, baby, give me all 5. Only 1. I swear this game. Sometimes I think this game hates me. All right, well, we add 1 damage, so it's 6. Six. Let's explode this because we're using a 6 on our ability. So 6 will be 9 damage. We utilize the 6. 11. And then we'll flip that over. 11. Defendable so far. And then 11. What do I do with 11? I could send it to the Dreadnought. It's 11 to the Dreadnought. might be worth. 11 to the Dreadnought. That's what we're doing. Okay, we're going to spend a momentum to make our attack ranged. 10, 11 to the Dreadnought. Okay. In phase 2, I got nothing, so all I have are dice mods. Enemy rolls. We got a 2, 3, 4, 4. Bruisers don't attack. Lightmen will attack. So we got one here that's going to hit us with a bleed. And 4 defendable. We are melee, so let's go ahead and roll our defense. I'm going to do 2 to him. That ignored shields. And then the 6 will let us accelerate. We don't need to accelerate. We take 4. And then the other one's dead. And then these guys aren't going to activate because we didn't roll a 6. Crisis clock will tick. If no heroes adjacent to you, destroy a dossier. So they can't destroy it. Otherwise, deal 3 collateral. Damage all heroes within melee. Does that mean I'd still do that? One second. Praz, do you know the rule there? You played. If no heroes adjacent to you, which we are, destroy a dossier. Since he's not destroying a dossier. Otherwise, deal 3 collateral. I would think they still do it. Because in that order, if no heroes adjacent to you, they would just stop at destroying the dossier. But we're adjacent, so they're not destroying it. So we're just going to say that they, yes, otherwise they deal 3 damage. So we're going to take the 3. All heroes within melee, we're in melee, nothing else happens here. Crisis clock is what we just did, so we are good. Back to movement phase. Who's going to activate next? The bruisers? I'm not worried about the bruisers. We just need to grab this last dossier. We do have 1 momentum, so we could make a ranged attack here. And technically, the only person that's going to hit us are these guys. I'm not worried about these until we go down and fight them. So let's go ahead and start grabbing... let's grab some health on this turn. Oh, Gambit down. That's a +3, so up to 24. And then we're ending our movement phase adjacent to the dossier, so we'll take that. Okay. So we've completed the goal. Pick up the dossiers before they are destroyed, then move all the heroes to the exit. We have enough health to potentially perfect this, so I feel confident that that's what we're going to do. Movement phase down. We do have an upkeep, so now we're going to roll for our bleed. It comes off. We're going to roll high stakes, which it doesn't matter because we're capped out. CP card. Let's double up. Gambit's Gambit and 3-card Monty. I have so many cards and I can't play them. Cannot play them. Oofda. Okay, it's just going to set us up for a really decent boss fight, hopefully. So let's roll. Let's see what we're going to get here. Okay, we got a couple things here. We have sleight of hand. And then we have potential bow staff mastery we don't want. We need to regain. So this is not a bad idea to roll this. Because it would We would pop this before any of this happens, so we could regain 2 cards, then accelerate. It'd be 9 damage, and then we could send that to the Dreadnought using our final point of momentum, taking him out. Good plan, guys. Good job, chat. Did any X-Men make it to your... Yeah, so my lineup, yes, all 3. It was the first time I did not bring Ninja to ranked. Our official play. We brought Iceman, who got banned every time. We brought Rogue, who lost 1. I got to play Manny's son, and Manny's son ulted me twice, I think, or once, but hit me for a ton. And Rogue can't do anything about that. You can't leech for a win there. And then Psylocke. Psylocke was my MVP. And then for science, I wish I would have recorded it, but for science, I let my opponent take Pyromancer in exchange to play Psylocke to see if I could paralyze lock him, and I did. So I think he gained 1 Fire Master the entire match, and then I just kept it on him. So all he could roll is Pyroblast, and even then he can't inflict or gain. So it was Pyroblast, and then just trying to roll to get the extra 3 damage. So that's all he could do. It was kind of fun. Is he a mini barbarian? Iceman? No, he's just it's Spider-Man, but better. He's really good. Being able to glide and do like 10 points of damage almost every time is pretty strong. His defense is Manny's son. Yeah, no, he played Strange, and he was just getting lucky with his rolls. I mean, he would toss like 3 6s and then just go for it. Jared is his name, and then Jasper. Jasper's really scary to play because he likes to chase his 6s. A true mini Manny. So he will eyeball only the ultimate on his board, and that's all he goes for. Mifflinite says, I got to play Iceman once at 9 because he was scared of Rogue. That's funny. Everybody else around me was playing Iceman, and then I brought mine, and everybody kept banning him. So, anyways, but yeah, first time not bringing Ninja was kind of scary, not being able to just like block all damage. Okay, we rolled, before I lose where I'm at, we rolled Sleight of Hand. I think that's what we're going to roll with. So before the damage goes through, we're going to pop our ace card to add 2 damage. So it's going to be 9 defendable. I can flip this over and regain 2. I'm going to flip these guys over to start our damage. Okay, that starts that. Then I get to choose one. I'm going to go ahead and choose accelerate 2 times. I don't think because I activated the ability. I wonder if I get that. I still get that. I exploded this. This acceleration gain off the dice happens when you activate the ability. So I don't know what the order of operations is there. Got to bring Jean Grey too. Maybe they'll be more scared of her. I started bringing Thor, Barbarian, Black Widow. I mean, Barbarian. Yeah, that's everybody's got that one pick that everybody banned. Mine was Iceman. It was almost Ninja at one point because people were catching on. I don't know what the order of operations is here. So to gain the acceleration off the dice that you rolled, that happens the second you activate. But in order for me to spend this ace card, I have to have an ability activated. So technically, I think I lose out on the acceleration gain from the die because I needed to activate and I had no ace cards to accelerate. So if that's the case, we'll still pick accelerate 2 times. Let's just pump it into here. I would pump it into the spade because of all my dice mods, but that's a lot of accelerating to do. It's going to be 7 plus the 2 from the ace card, so that's going to be 9. I think that's the correct way. Yeah, it sounds correct. That's the way. So it's going to be 9 damage. The Dreadnought's got exactly 9, so let's go ahead and just pop our momentum for range, coming off the Dreadnought, giving us 2 momentum because we killed him. 1, 2. All right. That is our go. Phantom says, I need to figure out who to cut from my team. Spidey, Ninja, they're all good. Now that Spider-Man's like version 2.0, worth bringing. That's a tough choice. I would say Ninja, just because Ninja carried me through all the other ones. Ninja got me like top 5 at least 3 or 4 times. Okay, we took our turn. Main phase 2, I don't have anything because again, all I have are dice mods and then 3-card Monty, but I don't have the CP to play that. So it's the enemy's turn. Roll. That's pretty. Bunch of vortexes. I think it's a fail roll, right? They needed strikes, they needed strikes, they needed strikes, and there's no 6. Got him. Move the crisis clock to a blank. And we're good. All right, so the bruisers are going to trigger on the crisis clock next. They are not going to destroy a dossier, so I don't really necessarily need to stand next to them. So the crisis ability would inflict knockdown on all heroes within melee. So I have 2 momentum, so again, we can play the map how we want. And at this point, I kind of want to start gathering all these tokens, because the second we kill this last henchman, we got to move on. So let's go ahead. I think the important things here to grab are the CP and the health. So let's take this 5 health. Brings us up to 29. At the end of the movement phase, nothing needs to happen. We go into upkeep. We're going to roll our die. We're going to roll 2 for high stakes. 1 and a 2 doesn't do anything. Let's gain a CP, draw a card. We drew in the tippet. That gives us 7 cards. Okay, that doesn't matter. We don't need to get rid of them yet. Let's roll. We need to do 1 damage to this henchman. Otherwise, we'll see what we roll. We could potentially knock off someone else. Okay, we got 1, 3, 3, 4, 4. We do have poker face, which isn't quite enough to do anything. We could keep these, or we keep a 3 and a 4, and let's just see what we get from that. Second roll. 2 6s and a 4. It doesn't need to be undefendable. If I could just hit this
Hey, look,
a guy in front of me.
follow.
The purple cubby. Good morning. You don't recognize this name, but I was on your channel last night on my Chaotic Meeples account. Ooh. Gary. Gary's spending Amazon's money with that Prime. Thanks, Gary. Do I have any allies? No. So right now on the board, we have Leech, Vision, and Professor, but my momentum gain this time around has been really lackluster. So I could take one on my team, but I would have a hard time using it. So potentially if I get in to just don't die, okay, I'll take that word of advice. I don't have an account on my phone, that's all. Okay. I'll take 2 follows for the price of 1. So I could gain them. Maybe my last main phase, I pick one up quick, because I think Professor X is cheap to hire, but expensive to use. He's cost 1 to get, but 3 to use, and I've yet to see 3, I think. Maybe I have, and I spent it all on ranged attacks. Leech is good, 2 momentum, and then once per round as an instant action, I could just prevent damage, which is okay. So maybe towards Kingpin once we flip over, that might be worth. And then Vision needs 3 5s, which I use my 5s on a lot of abilities, I think. At least my straights, streetwise, which is actually pretty good considering missions. He would remove positive status effects from the enemy and deal 7. Mine deals 6. Yeah, just not worth in this particular hero, at least in my eyes. Okay, where were we? We did movement phase. We CP card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We drew into Tippet, right? Did I take a CP? I don't remember. 5, 6, 7. And then we, yeah, because we rolled. We second rolled, right? Yeah, we second rolled into, we still have Poker Face. We have 2 6s. That's what we were contemplating. Maybe seeing if we could go for something a little extra here. Or we just do sleight of hand. Or try to get sleight of hand. Let's go for sleight of hand. So a 6, a 4. Or we do a small. I'm okay with a small here. Last roll. Yeah, we'll just keep it. All right, lock it in. Card Shark. We're going to accelerate off the die so we can accelerate the club. We're going to do 7 damage. Do I want to kill the guy in front of me, or do I want to make a range to take this guy out? It's 7. 8. No, let's not overkill it here. I do need to regain some ace cards, though, before the next fight. Here's what we're going to do. This is going to be kind of overkill, but I have a plan. It's probably a bad plan. 7, I'm going to activate this for 2. It's going to be 8. It's going to be 11. We're going to spend a momentum to hit this guy for 11. We're going to hit that for 8, bringing this down to 4 total. Okay, main phase 2. I'm going to play. Sorry, you didn't see any of what I was doing. Instead of hitting this guy and killing him with a ton of damage, I hit into his shield, brought him down to 4. The reason why I did is to do this because I had 3 card Monty, so I could spend 2 CP to then regain up to 3 ace cards. So this will actually reset my board to start generating these again before the boss fight. Second main phase, plus I had 7 cards, so that was kind of the use of that. Okay, that is it. So now it's their turn. Go back to the map. I really know Gambit was the first X-Men character I used. I'm pretty torn between him and Storm for my favorite from X. I'm not good with like if you're from X-Men, Gambit's pretty cool. My favorite was always Nightcrawler. If you're talking the cartoon, but if you're talking like Dice Throne, Iceman is my go-to. Then Rogue. Rogue's climbing up there. Okay, we roll the enemy die. There's no upkeep for them. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty good. All strikes. So these guys are going to hit. Multi-strike melee. He doesn't hit. Multi-strike melee. He's going to hit for 8. That's going to hurt. There's really not much we could do about that. Yeah, he's going to hit for 8, but it is defendable. We'll hit him back for 1. We'll heal 2. Go up to 31. The healing happens first. Hit him for 1, and then he's going to hit us for 8, even though he's dead. Still hits us for 8. Down to 23. And then we'll gain momentum off of that guy. Yeah, like we have 3. Okay. That's it there. Nothing else is going to activate. Crisis Clock. Bruisers are going to go off here. If there's no hero adjacent who destroyed us here, there's nothing to destroy. Otherwise, inflict knockdown with all heroes within melee. We are not melees, so we're fine. Movement phase. Got momentum. We have 2 enemies left. Crisis Clock has got 1, 2, 3 turns, 3 turns before anything really truly happens. So again, let's start grabbing some resources here. Let's start generating some of this CP here. 2 CP from that, and then we'll go into we'll go right into our upkeep and income. So upkeep, we got to roll high stakes. Let's go ahead and just toss them all. We rolled a 1, so that does have to come off. We're tipping. Would you ever tip a high stakes? If I tipped it to a 2, it'd let me generate, it would fill out my ace card. I have all the other dice mods, but I'm trying to gather CP. So no, let's just not do that. CP card. Yeah, Widow, my weakest, so we'll see. She definitely requires more setup after turn 4. Yeah, you're talking Rogue or Storm. Storm's really good. Rogue's good. What characters do you find good at missions so far? Rogue generates a crap ton of momentum. We did Cyclops and Psylocke last night. That was okay. Psylocke did a lot of work. We did Storm. Storm was okay. What's the other one that we did? We did a Rogue and a Jean. Rogue was a beast when it comes to momentum. A beast. All right, we did our upkeep, income. Let's roll here and see what we get. And we'll determine how our attack's going to go. All right, we got Bojutsu. It's 3 undefendable. We're not exploding anything. We really need to start thinking about getting our ace cards packed. I'm going to toss everything. I know it's crazy, but we're going to do it. 2, 3, 5, 6. If I tip, I got 2 options. If I tip the 3 to a 4, I could do a large accelerating 2 times and deal 9. That's lethal on the guy next to me. If I take the ace card. Or I do sleight of hand, I can accelerate 2 times plus the ace card, deal 7. It's the same outcome. I gotta tip it either way. Or we do bow staff mastery. I'm just not gonna explode an ace card. Nope. We're gonna tip it for 1 CP, the 3 to a 4, giving me a Large straight. And then let's I want to get this one going because so I'm going to accelerate once because of the 5, and then I'm going to accelerate 2 times because of that, and then it's going to be 9 defendable. If I pop that, it's enough to kill off the pointman, which I think is good. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so it's going to be 9. Let's pop the ace. 10, 11, 12. We're going into 13 damage, essentially. So we're doing 12 right now. And then because of this ace card, if you activate an ability with that utilizes a 6, which we are on our large, it'll add 2 more. So it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 damage. So it's 14 defendable. He eats the shield. And he has to take 11. He only has 10 health. He's dead. Let's grab a token for 2 momentum. And second main phase. We have 6 cards, 2 CP. Let's let them roll. So all we have to worry about now is a 6 in the bruisers. And that's going to be a fail roll. They needed 3 strikes, no 6s. Done. Crisis clock ticks to a blank spot. Even better. All right, movement phase. Let's get resources here. Let's grab the CP. And then we'll do our high stakes. Rolling all 5. We rolled 2 5s. Let's get our ace card going because we do have an alt, so we'll take advantage of the 6s pretty soon here. And then we'll do a CP card. Start generating that CP. Not this time. Look at this. This is my hand. And they're all main roll phase cards and super expensive. 3, 5 for that. So we need more CP. Anything main phase before we move on? I don't think so. So let's roll. We gotta do 4 damage. I think we can handle that. Where are we gonna do 4 damage though? That's the next question. We got the potentials of Streetwise. I really want to accelerate though. Sleight of hand would probably be clutch here. Let's keep a 4. Take a second roll. Or even a straight would be fine. There's a perk, I think, where you start with an extra CP. Yes, I just don't have it yet. All right, we do have sleight of hand. And I think that's what we're going to lock in. That's going to let us accelerate a bunch. Okay. Locking that in. Second roll, ready to attack. First of all, we're going to charge a heart because of this. Then the ability, we're going to accelerate 2 times. We're going to pop that on our spade. Then deal 7 defendable damage. We do have to make it ranged because this guy's way over here. So 1 CP, 1 momentum to do that, to do 7. He's dead. He doesn't have shields. Bada bing, bada boom. Place a tile. 2 momentum. That is a full clear. Perfect reward. I think everything's done there. Okay. Upon completion, if you fulfill, so the main objective is to pick up all the dossiers before they're destroyed. So we picked them all up, then move all heroes to the exit or defeat all henchmen. Guess what? We decided to defeat all henchmen. Upon completion, if you fulfill the main objective, distribute 6 health. That's good. That'll bring us to 29. And 2 momentum. Up to 8. This is where we'll probably pick up Bleach next turn. Okay. Perfect reward if your team defeats all henchmen, which we did. Distribute an additional 8 health. So that'll bring us up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 37. And then another 3 momentum. All right. Purple Cubby. 1, 2, 3. That feels good. And because we are done, we immediately flip the board. So let's get set up for our next spot here. Fighting the Kingpin. Keep these tiles out, and then I'll use the ones I haven't used yet. Yeah, I'm looking at the heroism tree on level 2. We have that unlocked. Put these here. These are the old, those are the new. Crisis clock will come off. We'll flip this over. Kingpin. All right, let's set up shop. So we need tokens. This is the new pile. We're gonna go that, we'll put that, do that, up here, down here, up here, 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 and 2 more. Here and here. Okay. Crisis clock, we gotta set that to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards because we ended the round last time, so we will go into this with 8. Anything else? We got to read the objective. Cubby. All right, thanks. As you exit the hideout, a large figure confronts you in the garage. You think those dossiers name everyone? I've got one last list of names right here. Kingpin utters as he cracks his knuckles. Let's see if you can take it from me. Boss setup. Starts with 30 health plus 20 per hero. He's going to start with 50. That's it there. Goal is to reduce him to 0. Pretty simple. Let's go into movement phase. So we want to... I really need to gain some CP here to get this alt going. Let's gain our CP from that. Take a drink. And then we'll go into upkeep. We will roll 2 dice for high stakes. On a 6, we can accelerate anything. Let's go ahead and accelerate our club. Actually, let's accelerate our heart. Cubby is my online persona. I know another Cubby, I think. Or maybe it's Chubby. I used to play a lot of Heroes of the Storm back in the day, and I'm pretty sure there's a guy named Chubby. Could be wrong. We have 7 cards, but we still get an upkeep. So CP card. So we have 8 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is gonna hurt because these are all really good cards. So I really need to make something happen here. All right. Grubby. Yes, Gary. Thank you. Grubby is his name. I watched him quite a bit. Let's roll. All right. Do we do it here? Let me accelerate 4 times. I do as Gambit's Gambit. So if we do this, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, could I do this ace card twice? I used to play a lot of hots, a lot. Yeah. Could I do this twice? So if I alt here, which I could, potentially, accelerate 4 times, I would pop this first. So it'd be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That flips over. Finish out the rest of this. Then regain an ace card. Regain this back. No, because I got to accelerate. I have to go in order, right? I can't regain it and then do it. I gotta accelerate first. I was trying to cheat there. That's not right. I still could pop it and regain it, but the accelerate has to happen before the regain. This text has to happen before. You can't regain the accelerate, then accelerate. Yeah, thanks. I tried the cheat there. But we do have Gambit's Gambit, so we could potentially take advantage of something here. So let's keep the 6s. Take a second roll. We got 2 4s. That's all an upgrade, but it's only 12. I just commit, I think. There's one more 6. Twice as wild. Started off with a banger. The 3 CP. Okay, let's do it. Ready to attack. Ultimate, I get to use the thing. Ooh, that's off center. I forgot I added it after the fact, so it has to be centered. Accelerate 4 times. So first off, we can accelerate on a 6, right? No, we can't. That's not the case. That's only on high stakes. So accelerate 4 times. I'll go 1, 2. So yeah, I wonder if I should go. I want to regain these. Go 1, 2, 3, then 4. Like that. Gain dissolution. Inflict disruption, which we know it doesn't do anything, so momentum. I shouldn't say it doesn't do anything, it's just in missions, it's... we're going to explode this. So it'll be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage. We're going to regain an ace card. I'll spend 1 CP for Gambit's Gambit to then explode this one. Oh, I can't. I needed one more there. I don't want a Gambit's Gambit. We would need to accelerate that heart and take one off the diamond. Can I do that? Is that cheating? It never deals damage in missions. Is that cheating if I decide to go like this? Just move one over from the effect. Everybody's watching. You guys didn't see it. Because then I could Gambit's Gambit and do my ace card. We're going to play it that way. So then I'll Gambit's Gambit for 1 CP. Roxy lawyers are coming. Yep. They're knocking at the door already. Then we can pop an additional card because of that. We're doing 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage. Roll a die, heal half the value. 2. Up to 39. So we're at 18 damage? Yes. 18 Damagios. That's all I got. I think that's where we stop. So 18. To the boss. Just making sure it's truly is all that we can do. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down to 32. Second main phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 cards. I'm going to keep the dissolution. I'm okay with that. We have 12 momentum. Let's take on Or if we could Professor here. Is Professor good in this case? Once per round during the opponent's roll phase, spend 3 momentum to change one of the targets of a henchman's attack to a different chosen henchman, or no target. Target must follow range. Does that count as this crit? If this attack counts as an ultimate, can I still direct it with Professor? Exhaust +2 momentum, prevent all damage, ignore all effects from a single incoming damage. Oh, Kingpin's not a henchman. Okay. I tried. Sorry. He's a boss. Vision, meh. Maybe I take on Leech and start just preventing damage. We'll just do that. I think Leech has value here now that we have momentum. 2. And we immediately draw a new ally. Hulk. And then I think we're good for main phase 2. I think we got everything we need. Or buy the cheapest one and cycle a few. That's true. I'm not too worried about it. I think his preventing 3 is going to have some value. He does a lot of damage. 8, 8, 5 undefendable. Body Slam does 2, so I could have potentially just picked that and then just spend 1 momentum on Leech to prevent it, because it is an instant action. Chosen player prevents 3 incoming damage, so we could just negate his defense, essentially. Is that the same peak I'm making the strategy guides on BGG? I've read your guides. I'm still losing. There should be a disclaimer at the bottom of them saying does not work for everyone. All right, let's roll for player skill. Yeah, there you go. Like a little asterisk, situations may vary or may not all apply. Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 2, 4. So we go left to right here. Bull run. He's not going to bull run because he needs a 6. He's going to toss a car at us, though. Dang. Okay. Gambit. Anybody that can dodge it, it's Gambit's agility in the show, anyways. Multi-strike range. Going to do 8 defendable damage. Yeah. Let's just take it. So we do get we don't get a defense unless we spend a momentum. Is that worth? Yes, because we could potentially accelerate. So I'm going to spend 1 to defend his range attack here. We don't. We do 2 back. The 5 does nothing. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a car. Yeah. Exactly. He's coming in for 8. We're going to not this time. For 1 CP, bringing it down to 2. And then we'll spend 1 momentum on Leech to then block the other. He prevents 3 incoming damage, so we'll block the other point of damage. And yeah, that's it. I take no damage. We're good. Let's go ahead and crisis clock it. For 1, peak fitness. Remove 1 random negative status effect token from yourself. Guess what? He ain't got none. Nothing to remove. Oh, we forgot the crit tokens. They were on 2 and 4. And where's 2? Right here. Okay. 5. All right, let's go into movement phase here. We're good on health. I wouldn't mind taking the CP. Because again, we have good cards. So we'll just have to make sure we range attack again. So 1 CP. 1 Chipe. As we were calling it last night, 1 cesspool. 5. Okay, nothing else left there. We will go into upkeep, so we do need to roll for high stakes. We're gonna roll. Let's roll them all. No, roll 2. Because according to the strategy guide I read online, that rolling 2 is better. Let's put it on. Let's put it on here. See if we can get a large straight. I mean, if you're lucky rolling 5. Yeah, we're not lucky. Before I got X-Men, I was tossing 5 dice and it was 1s every time. I was practicing. CP card. Extreme Remy, sorry. For each ace card that has a charge slot, accelerate at once. Sure. That's 2 CP. That's expensive. Expensive. I'm going to sell bye-bye. We don't need that. We got dissolution that we're not going to spend. Not getting to play the game is not fun. Yeah, that's true. There's people that still don't have it. And I'm over here with my box and 2 retails. I'd share the wealth, but it'll cost you. Do I want to play Extreme Remy? It would charge my ace. If I get a straight, it's going to set us up pretty good. Yes, 2 CP. Accelerate for each H card that has an available charge slot. Accelerate at once. 1, 1, 1. And then we're going to roll. Yeah. 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 5, 6. We got a 6. What do we do with the 6 here? Let's keep the 4, 5, 6. Second roll. 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we get a 2? We have sleight of his hand as well. It's not that much different. Last roll. A 3. All right, so we do have sleight of hand, which would be accelerate 2 times, which would max out, and then deal 7. Or we do a small, which is just accelerate once and deal 7. So sleight of hand is technically a little better here. Let's do sleight of hand. Whoop. Oh, the problem with sleight of hand is it won't let me accelerate a card off the dice, but that's fine. We don't need it. All right, sleight of hand. We're going to choose one. We're going to choose to accelerate twice. We're not going to accelerate off the dice because we don't have an opportunity to do so. Then we're going to do 7 damage. Let's go ahead and start stacking these on. We did use a 6, so it's... Oh, we don't have that charge yet. Let's use our club then. That does not use an ability there either. Didn't take that into consideration, did we? We could just put one over here. That's what we should have did. Instead of dumping 2 in here, we'll put the 2 in here. Then we can utilize that. Roxley police are coming back. Okay, so 7. We utilize the 6. It'll be another 5. Yeah. That's 12. Defendable. He's going to defend. So let's just take the 2. And he's taking 12. On to 18. Second main. We're good. We'll pass. We'll let Kingpin go. Okay, throw his dice. Oh, you know what? I gotta spend a momentum because that was ranged. Yeah. Uh-oh. It's a bull run. Do we let him do it? Targeted? Yeah, we let him do it. That's fine. I'm okay with that. We're not getting crit, so it's not an ultimate. I could potentially reroll a strike. Oh shoot, I forgot my attack mod token for my alt. That's okay. Yeah, I think we just keep it. It's gonna hurt, but we'll be fine. So multi-strike range. Like targeted, so that's 2 more damage. So it's gonna be 10 incoming damage. It is defendable with range. Let's defend it. See what we get. Got 10 coming in. We're gonna do 3 back. We'll spend 1 for leech as an instant action. We can prevent 3. So right now we're at 7. We'll take 7. Down to 30. And crisis clock phase. Let's take that. He is doing spring trap. Spring trap. Each hero chooses receive 4 collateral damage or remove all positive status effect tokens from yourself. You must have at least 1. I'm okay with ditching my dissolution in exchange for not taking 4 damage. That's my token. Okay. We moved. Oh, I forgot to do the crit tokens again. 1 and 6. Okay, those are on there. Now we go to movement phase. So are there some bosses that don't have multi-strike? I wonder why they put that on each ability instead of just, all boss attacks hit all players. Maybe just for clarification to be consistent. I don't know. I haven't really dug into all the other ones yet. I think even Doc Ock has all melee. Maybe they changed it. The example here, I got to do movement phase. That's where we're leaving off. Doc Ock, I believe, is like one where. What's out here? Yeah, I think it's just for context to keep things. But at one point, Doc Ock, the fold on this. There it is. Oh, they changed it. Doc Ock's map, originally, all his attacks said ranged. Even his defense. So they must have changed. I think that was the boss that had that. Yeah, you can't get out of it. I'm pretty sure, like, at the demo, it said ranged, and we wonder why it was. But anyways, I think it's just to be consistent. Movement phase, we could remove a status effect token, so we could remove targeted. But then we're taking a crit token, which is really hefty against this guy. Knockdown or a concuss or an ultimate. Or we just keep targeted and take the health. Let's do that. I'm going to stay range. Kingpin can punch hard. Let's stay away from him. 4 health from that token. All right, movement phase done. We got upkeep. Nothing for me to upkeep. But we will roll 2 die for high stakes. On a 6 and a 4. We only need 1, so we'll go here. In CP, draw a card. 6 hit samesies, try again. So wild one more time. Let's do another alt. Here we go. Yeah. We got sleight of hand again, which we don't necessarily want here. It'd be 9 defendable. I'm going to take my luck. Okay. Oh, we rolled into a large. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Accelerate 2 times and deal 9. I'm going to do that. So, ready to attack. We won't gain the acceleration from the die because we're capped out, but we're going to explode this ace. Adding 2 damage, so it'll be 11. Regain up to 2 ace cards. And then we can accelerate 2 times from the ability. Let's pop it into here. It'll be 11 defendable. Let's take the 2 from his defense. He's taking 11. So he's going down to 4. I gotta make that a ranged attack, by the way. Okay. Second main phase. I got nothing because all I have are dice mods. So did his go. Let's roll his die. Kingpin got you all the way down to 32. Impressive. While staying at ranged. All right. Looks like a bull run again. Could we mess with his die? We could. We do have our token for rerolling an enemy die. So let's use that. Toss a 6. They're gonna hurt us in the end. Okay, he goes down to card toss. Make him whiff? I don't know if I can at this point. Because if I roll another die, he's still going to get an ability. Can't even so wild it. If I gave him... Yeah, I can't. If he had one more 6 out there, then I would so wild a 6. So you'd have 3 6s and then like that vortex, but this is the best case scenario with what I got. Okay, he's gonna toss a card at us. You don't throw his melee. Now you're speaking my language. So wild into a whiff. I'll do it. Sure. So wild. This to a 1. Gives them judo throw, multi-strike melee, and 5 undefendable, but we are not within melee range. It does nothing. Is that a whiff, though? It's a whiff. We'll count it as a whiff. Whiff. All right. That's it. Crisis clock. Gear up. Roll 1 per hero. Gain a shield for each strike. Gains a shield. I'm not too worried about it. All right, movement phase. We have 1 CP. Then we're at, oh, I didn't do the... His attack wasn't successful, right? So he would not put a crisis token down. Or crit token, from my understanding, or what I've been told. He has to activate the ability, and in this case, I was not in melee, so it didn't activate. We're going to take a crit token here. I have to do 7 damage. That's going to be pretty simple. As long as I roll well. There's no more CP on the map. I thought the tokens go down regardless. He still plays them? Okay. I was wrong. So I don't remember what the other one was, so we'll just pump it on 3. I'm not going to move there anyways. And I'm on, and it doesn't really affect me here. I don't remember what it was. Stay there. Okay. Let's move to... Let's just take the damage mod here. We take a crit token, +2. And then upkeep, nothing to upkeep from status-wise, but we will roll 2 for high stakes. We got a 4. Take our income, CP card. We got our defense upgrade. I'm just going to sell that for CP. And then we'll roll. We are within melee. No range this time. 2, 3, 4, bunch of 4s. Let's keep the 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 6. We'll probably take sleight of hand here. Yeah, we'll do sleight of hand because then I can accelerate 2 times. And then I can activate my ace spade to add 5, which is lethal. We're already lethal even with the ability, but let's see what we can do here. Okay. Could soul 6 it. I was going to say I could try to get a 5. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, sleight of hand. Ready to attack. We're going to accelerate twice, plus the part. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. So 1 from here, 2 from here. It's going to be 7. Pop the ace for 12. 13, 14. 14 defendable. 3 goes into the shield, and he's got to take 11. He's only got 4 health left. He did. GG's.